Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, good moment to you, wherever you are. I'm Julie Ling, and from somewhere on this sweet, wild, sacred earth, and from the wild sweetness of my very own heart, this is the voice of wonder. Thank you for joining me. I'm in a different place, and the light isn't perfect, and I'm here. And I invite you to show up when the light isn't perfect and be here in the now that you're in. That's all we can do. If we wait for perfection, we wait forever. There's a line in an E. Cummings poem that I just love. It ends with, or it's in the middle somewhere, because there's no best, you can't conceive a better. There's always a better, and there's always this moment, and we always have the choice to step into it or not, to wait or not, to open to receive what's right here for us right now or not. And why wait? Why wait? This moment won't ever come again. And you have this one opportunity to be in it. Who knows what's here for you? The person of your dreams, the moment of your dreams, magic synchronicities. Who knows? And the only way to find out is to show up. Or as Arlo Guthrie once said, to sing it the next time it comes around on the guitar. So I invite you to join this moment, however you are, whatever you wish would be different. I'm a little later than usual because I'm in a different place and wanted to get things set up just so. And this just so is what it is. And I hope that you will see me even with shadow on this side of my face and see yourself even when there is shadow on this side or this side of your face. I'll open with just a little bit of music. Only after I've adjusted the flute so it will play. This is like an ollie ollie, I'll come free. Can you come into this moment? I was listening to something this morning, and the person I was watching on YouTube said, everything comes from love. Everything comes from love. Even anger comes from a call for love. And that rings so true for me. It's my experience that, you know, what we think of as the good emotions or the higher emotions, which implies somehow they're better, but I'm not sure that's the case, are variations of love, compassion, joy, radiance, wonder, beauty, rapture, delight, and the lower or lesser or certainly denser ones, anger, shame, the densest emotion you can hold, vibration you can hold and still be alive on the planet, guilt, jealousy, all of these are just cups held up to be filled with love. They are calls for love. Most often they come from wounds or from thoughts that aren't true. There isn't enough. I can't have what they have. And punching, hurting someone who has a wound never helps it heal. It never does. On the other hand, if we touch it gently, if we offer it love, if we hold it in the singing bowl of our hips without joining it, if we can meet it with love, or at least the desire for love, maybe what it opens is a call for love within us. And then we can be the ones to tend to that, to care for that. An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. Meeting anger with anger is like pouring gasoline on a fire. It just increases it, and pushing against creates resistance. And I don't know about you, but if somebody tells me, no, I can't, or yes, I should, or I have to, or I must, my immediate response is to say, you can't make me. Mm-mm. A friend of mine once told me a story about a family friend saying, well, you know, when they say jump, you say how high. And my friend's answer was, when they say how high, I say a four-letter word that also begins with F that is not fine, you. And I think that's really normal. When we're pushed, when we're told we have to, we've got to, we must, there's only one right way. And if we don't do it, if you don't do it, you're wrong and bad, and I won't love you anymore. We go into fight or flight. We go into or freeze or fawn, or we hide, and nothing changes. When we treat others this way, and when others have treated you this way, it like locks in the behavior they don't want. It's pushing against, it's practicing what we don't want. And boy, that practice makes more for sure. And so today I invite you to the possibility that anything that comes up within you or around you, if anger arises within you, it is a part of you that is calling for love. And if you can't find that loving part, I invite you to drop into the breath and let the breath rise and fall. I need to surround the part of me that just expressed that have to. I'm just imagining wrapping it with this beautiful golden, creamy gauze or liquid custard to soothe that dense part that came up in response as I spoke about it. How can in this moment I meet that and wrap that in love and compassion? Oh, I remember when I felt this way. And I'm not going to ask you to be any different, and I'm going to wrap you up in this divine love, this holy love, this all purpose. I don't know why those words came up, but I shall let them have their way with me. This all purpose, all encompassing love that can hold anything without requiring it to be different, and so offer the invitation to it to be transformed. My experience for a long time of those lesser, and I refer to them as denser energies, hate, anger, guilt, shame, jealousy, all of those, fear, as it's all the same energy, right? It all comes from love. It all starts the same way, is my experience. And it's been made into shadow, it's been compacted and contracted, and so it's become denser and denser and denser. And yet it's still another country heard from. That's the sweet dog who's in the room with me. It's just been compacted, but its nature is that same expanded love, that joy is and are. And if we can meet it and hold it in love, it has the opportunity to uncompact, to expand. It's as if it's like the Grinch's heart that was so small that expands to 37 times its size. I also think of this energy as doves that have been trapped inside of me, And when I bring this loving energy and awareness to them and hold them in open hands, they are free to be released, returned to their source, to their original energy. Now we'll just play some music as I invite you to consider this possibility. What if this were the case, just for this moment, this day? Time to adjust the flute. Maybe it's time to adjust yours. The other way. What if sometimes when the squeaky sound that we didn't intend comes out, it's just a note that we need to readjust just a tiny bit? And remember that a shift of 1 degree can change the trajectory of a lifetime or even a day. So I invite you in those moments to think, oh, what can I adjust? Can I sit up a little straighter or relax a little bit more or feel my feet supported by what's under them and feel myself supported by this sweet, wild, sacred earth? Can I notice I'm already being breathed, the breath rising and falling like a tide? It brings in a little more of what I need and releases a little more of what no longer serves. Brings in a little more of what I need, releases a little more of what's ready to be let go. Maybe it brings in a little more love, a little more compassion, a little more light. And lets go, or transforms, or soothes, or loves a little more anger or fear, or guilt or shame or blame or judgment. That it's as simple as that, to notice as we breathe in the love and compassion, the oxygen that nourishes us. As we breathe out, along with the carbon dioxide, we breathe out without thinking, without intention. What if we notice that we are also breathing out other things that no longer serve us, other things ready to be let go of, that we no longer need? What if, just for today, every time you notice a feeling arise in yourself that you don't like or that you're tempted to spiritually bypass, no, I'm not feeling that. You see it as a cup held up, waiting, asking, inviting to be filled with love. What if there's so much love and you pour some into this cup that you receive more? What if it's a flow, like that tube torus I've talked about? We allow it to come down through us and fountain up and around, and there's no effort in it. There's simply an allowing and an ease and a receiving in the offering. As we recognize this cup is a sacred chalice, inviting us to let it be filled with the love that we are, with the light that we are, whether or not in this moment our part of our face appears to be in shadow or not. What if it could be as simple, as easy, as deep, and as nourishing as that? What if? What if you are already enough? What if you already have enough? What if you already offer enough? And what if in this moment you can drop into the sweet singing bowl of your hips and feel that vibration within you? Feel this expansiveness within you that is waiting in any moment just for you to bring your awareness to it. What if? So today, as you go out into this moment where you notice a shadow, I invite you to notice the light. Where you notice a feeling in the past you've turned away from, I invite you to turn towards and simply watch as it is filled with the love that you are. When you notice something outside that in the past you would turn away from or put up your dukes and fight with, that you drop that hand of resistance and entertain the possibility that it is a call for love. And maybe entertaining the possibility and inviting that love that you are, even if it's just in the breath that rises and falls within you, to meet it. Perhaps something will shift. And even if nothing shifts out there, you will have shifted inside. And I remind you that you have a tuning fork inside of you that vibrates with what is true for you when you encounter it in your thoughts or in the outside. And I invite you to accept that, amplify it with your awareness, and with a breath of kindness, like a good friend to yourself and all those around you, whether they or you call them friends or not, to be that good friend. And with a breath of kindness, blow the rest away. Today, I offer you the blessing that you are already enough, that you are already made of love, that there is nothing that you really need to improve, only to meet with love. Have a beautiful and blessed day. I'm Julie Ling. This is the Voice of Wonder, and today I invite you to let the love that is your heart sing.